Here at Hickory Grove, we want to prioritize missions. And the way we do that now is a little different than the way we've done that in the past. In the past, we had everything was open. We could travel around the world. We could do just about anything we wanted to. Well, right now we can't do that, but that doesn't mean that the mission doesn't go forward. We want to make sure we are staying in constant contact with our missionaries. We have here at Hickory Grove missionaries from our church that we are connected with as a church. And what an encouragement it would be to our missionaries to know that you are praying for them. And we even have some that you could contact. We can give you their email address so that you can stay in constant contact with our missionaries. One of the things that I've heard from missionaries on the field is that sometimes it can feel like you're divorced from the church. We don't want that to happen. We want to make sure as a church that we stay connected to our missionaries. One of the great ways you can do that is to pray for them and even email or contact them. We'll help you with that. But missions is not just over there somewhere. Missions is here. And we want to prioritize local missions right now. You've heard me talk about it over and over again as we've talked about things like the food pantry. Even now as I'm shooting this video, our food pantry is going on. There are hundreds of people right this second driving through our parking lot, hearing the love of Christ, many of them being prayed for, and receiving sustaining food, receiving a blessing, receiving just tangible evidence that we love our neighbors. We also want to make sure we're not only loving neighbors that come here to the parking lot, we want to make sure we're loving neighbors around where you live, in your neighborhood. So I'd like to challenge you to know the names of your neighbors. If you're a shy person, then you can just take a walk each night and pray for your neighbors. Pray specifically for them. Pray for opportunities to share Christ. For those of you that are not so shy, you might want to have people over, a couple or even a small family, to watch what we do on Sundays. It would be a great way to introduce them to Hickory Grove. We also want to make sure that we are doing those things that are tangible, seeable, helpful. Things like Hearts and Hammers and the other ministries that we have here at Hickory Grove. As a body of believers, we don't just gather to worship. We don't just read and think and pray to grow. We also believe in missions that leads us to being able to share the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ.